Hey there everyone, welcome to Solvers classes, and here we are going to solve IIT JAM MathStat paper 2024. Okay, so here's question number 1 in front of you. So as you can see in the question given is what so we are given two series, AN and BN, and so out of the options we have to find out the correct one. So first of all, let us just expand it. What is this? So if we expand this is AN, right? So limit n tends to infinity, AN is equals to what? Summation n is equals to 1 to infinity 1 by n, which is infinity. So it does not converge. So if it does not converge, then we can say that not quasi, right? And for the next one, which is limit n tends to infinity bn, we can see that this is n squared by 2 to the power n. So of course it's 0, so it will converge, so hence yes, it's quasis. So that means which option is the correct answer? That is B. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. Okay, so second question here is based on you're given an equation and you have to solve from the following given equations, right? Okay, so first of all, we know that in this type of questions, the equation which is given is fxy. So here, first of all, we need to find out the first derivative, which is 8x cube 0. Then this is fy, which is your 6y, again 0. Second derivative is 24x positive. Okay, so from here you know that x is 0 and y is 0, so of course, so this is not positive, is equals to 0. Fy by same logic, here you have is 6, so that's positive, and f xy is what you get, 0. So if I say this is r, this is s, this is t, so rt square is what is basically 0, and of course fyy square is equals to 36. So the condition for maximum or minima here does not hold, so we cannot say whether it is a local maxima or local minima. In that case, we go for saddle point. So let us take any epsilon value. So the function of 0 epsilon we will check, and then function of epsilon and 0 we will check, and if it satisfies the given condition, then we will have a saddle point. So for this, it will definitely satisfy the condition. So the answer is C, that is F has a saddle point. Okay, now let's move on to the third question in front of us. So in the given question, we are given a determinant, right? Right. A matrix is given, that is A is equals to A0CD, A is equals to AC0D. And here you're given that AD is 1 and C is not equals to 0. So you have to find out for this particular this exists, then what is the value of these alpha, beta, gamma, and delta, right? So basically AD is equals to 1 is the first principal component, right? That is this. Now from here we can write down A inverse is equals to adjoint of A, and similarly adjoint of A inverse will be equal to A, right? So from here I know that, so I need A inverse here and adjoint of A inverse this, so that's what I'm gonna try to find out here. So let's see what can we do. So A plus adjoint of A here is what? See, adjoint of A, how can you calculate adjoint of A from here? So from here, adjoint of A is equals to, we just use the components, that is the principal components, and change, that is take the transpose of the principal component of the matrix A. So which becomes here D0, and this is minus C, this is A, right? D0 minus CA. So what can I write down? So if I write down for this, that is A plus adjoint of A, the matrix becomes what? So what is A matrix? That is A matrix is A0CD and adjoint matrix D0 minus C. So if we add this, so we get A plus D, we get A plus D, and then what do we have? 0. Then we have so this is A plus D, we have 0 here, and then C and minus C is 0, and then D and A is D plus A, right? So A plus adjoint of A matrix is this now. So that means A plus D 0. Sorry, this is A inverse and adjoint of A inverse here, right? So now you see why we are adding A and adjoint of A. See, we have here written that A inverse is adjoint of A. So instead of that, I've written adjoint of A. Okay, and adjoint of A inverse is A. So in place of that, we can use that. So that means A is this, adjoint of A this. If we add these two, is equal to adding A inverse and adjoint of A inverse. So after adding, we get that the first that is alpha. If we compare these two, we have alpha is A plus D, here it is. Then beta is 0, here it is. Then gamma is again 0, here it is. The last one is A plus D or D plus, here it is. So that means the correct option is A. Okay, now let's move on to the fourth question. Yeah, so let me just zoom it for all of you, right? Yeah. Now, let us read the question here. The question given here is that a bag has 5 blue balls and 15 red balls, right? Now, 3 balls are drawn at random from the bag simultaneously. Then the probability that none of the chosen ball is blue equals to what? Which of the following given equations, right? So how can we solve this question? See, so first let's try to draw it like there is an urn and we have 5 black and 15 red balls, right, as given here. So now simultaneously we are choosing the ball from here, right? So what is the probability that no black ball is chosen, right? Sorry, no blue ball is chosen, and then there is the probability that all red balls are chosen, right? So all red black balls are chosen. What is the probability? How many red balls can we select from here? We can select 5